Hi, my students. Let's return to our novel Albert West, chapter 17 and 18. Let's start. Here, Mr. Bumble made sure that the boys were ill treated. He decided to go to a well known public house to have dinner and drink. He entered the public house. He noticed that it was completely deserted except for the one man sitting at a table by the window. That man was tall and dark and wore a heavy coat. He was a stranger because he had the dustiness of his clothes to have traveled some distance. The strangers know Mr. Bumble. He asked about his job now. Mr. Bumble answered that he is the master of the warehouse. The stranger told Mr. Bumble that he came to the public house too, to find Bumble, because he wanted some information from him and he would pay for the information. He pushed a couple of gold pounds across the table to Bumble. The stranger asked Bumble to carry his memory back 12 years ago. The scene, the workhouse, the place, the room where a poor woman gave birth to a child. When Bumble said that there were many boys born, the stranger clarified that he spoke of one in particular, gentle-looking boy who was apprenticed apprenticed down to a coffin maker, who afterward ran away to London. Gentle-looking boy who was apprenticed down to a coffin maker, who afterwards ran away to London. With such a description, Bumble recognized young Oliver. The stranger didn't ask about the boy, but the old woman who nursed his mother, and where is she? Bumble said that she died last winter. While hearing that, the stranger didn't care and started to leave. Bumble had an opportunity to make money, and he remembered that his wife, who worked as a nurse in the workhouse, was in possession of a secret relating to that old woman. Bumble told the stranger that there is one woman who was close to the old nurse, and she could tell him whatever he wants to know, and that he can find her only through Bumble. The stranger and Bumble agreed to meet tomorrow evening, and Bumble would bring the woman to the address that monks the stranger wrote in a paper. So this was the dialogue between monks and Bumble. So the first question here, where did Mr. Bumble go and why? Mr. Bumble go to a well-known public house to have a dinner and couple of drinks. Who came to see Mr. Bumble? Monks, because he wanted to have from him some information about Oliver in return of some money. How did Bumble get the chance to make money? When Monk stared at him when he told him that the old nurse who helped Oliver's mother give birth to him died, the monks appeared doubtful whether he should be happy or disappointed. Comment on these quotations. Look at the first one, master of the workhouse. Who said that? Mr. Bumble, for sure. Mr. Bumble to monks in the public house. Only through me. This said by Mr. Bumble to monks in the public house when he is trying to know some information. And that's it for this chapter.